Okay, I'm going to walk you through the script so you can see how the formatting works. The first thing I want you to see is that it has a title to start the script. Now, this is a full script of this is a scene from a larger movie, not a full script. So that means it doesn't have to have a beginning and a middle or an end. It just has to be part of that. But I want you to notice that when you write your own. Okay, so you see that has page numbers. If you haven't put page numbers in before, all you have to do is go to Insert in Word, Page Numbers, and this comes up. I like it on the top of the page when you're writing a script, and I have it aligned to the right. I'm not going to hit OK because I already have it up there, so I'm just going to hit Cancel. You'll notice that the font is here in Courier, and this is the first thing I want you to see. So this tells the people making the movie that it takes place inside the Mermaid Diner, so it's in the interior, and it takes place during the day. The reason why that's important is a big expense and a big time taker when you're making a movie is setting up lights and stuff, and this tells them, oh, okay, we might shoot this in a movie studio so we don't have to drag all the equipment out, and that's why it's important. Okay, now we're going to look at the actual script. Now the first part here, you can see it's all formatted to the left, and it has 1-inch margins. And if it's formatted to the left, that tells the person reading it this is stage direction. So all of this is stuff for the person who's making the movie to understand what's going on, but it doesn't actually have anything to do with dialogue. So you can see here, I've got a description, and my description of what's going on takes up, in this case, it takes up almost the whole page, and I want it to be really clear so that you can really understand what it feels like inside that restaurant. So now we go to the character description. My first character, he's named Carmine Futaldi. Excuse me. And you can see, even though it's stage direction, I put his name in all caps. And then I've got about at least a paragraph where I explain what he looks like and what he's doing. And by his actions, you can kind of tell something from his personality. And then I have my next character. His name is Rico Saveo. And you can see from the description what he's like. Okay? Then there's a stage direction of what's going to happen. And finally, we're at the part where we have dialogue. Now, what you really need to do is make sure that there's a difference between your stage direction and your dialogue. So there's no set rule what it has to be, but I just have this indented so you can tell. For stage direction, see what it for character names, see what it happens. It just gets centered. So Carmine's first line is "You're late." There's a space. Then it goes to the next character, Rico. Now, if you have a very small stage direction, or maybe like an action your character is taking, if it's very short, you can just do it this way. So you can put it right there in brackets like that. So Rico, shrugging it off a little. I had some things to take care of. And what? Is it done? Okay. So you can see that it keeps going here. And look, here's a character named Frankie that's not in the scene, but he's still a character, and he might come up later, so we keep that in all caps. And then again, here's a stage direction. You can see it's a little bit longer, so after 3 or 4 words, you kind of have to bring it over and make it a stage direction here. Okay? Now we're already on to the third page, and you can see there's the name there. And here we go. Now you're seeing a few marks. When you bring it into PDF, it'll fix this. This one probably should be over here, but I'm going to leave it. I just want you to be I want it to be clear what goes where, so that's okay. You can see here it keeps going, and we get to the end. Okay, and for the end of the scene, we put fade out, and it goes to the right, and this says that's the end of the scene. Now there's a few other things you can do if you want to make it a whole movie, and I might give you a sample script for that later on. But these are the basics for formatting. So all you have to do is take your script, write it out, and make it look exactly like mine is, and you'll be fine, and you'll get top marks. Thank you for watching.